Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Metal Magdalene with Jet right here on Metal Messiah Radio. Tonight we have a special guest with us. We have guitarist of the Absence, Armageddon, and many other projects, including his own solo stuff, Joey Concepcion. Welcome to the show, Joey.
Hey, thank you.
So Joey is actually coming to us today from the NAMM conference in California. So Joey, when the conference starts, what do you plan on checking out at this year's event, and what are you going to be doing?
I'm just mainly going to network and see some old faces and friends and check out some new gear. I'm endorsed by Jackson Guitars, so I'm really excited to check out the Jackson booth and just see some old friends. I'm not doing any performances, but I'll be walking around playing, so it'll be great.
You get to actually have fun this year.
Yeah.
So, Joey, let's get to a little bit of your career. How old were you when you wanted to play guitar, and was guitar the first instrument that you were interested in?
Yeah, I was 11 when I first started playing, and at first I wanted to play piano, actually, not guitar. But it's a funny story, actually, how I began to play guitar. I was like set up to do piano lessons with like my aunt, and I don't know. I was playing at this kid's house in the neighborhood friends when I was a kid, and they were throwing out a guitar, and I always really wanted to play guitar deep down. And I was like, oh shit, can I have this? Because they were just throwing it away, and I'm like, all right. The guitar didn't work when I brought it to the music shop to like get work done, and then like I finally just got guitar lessons. So
and
that's how it started when I was 11.
And who were like some of your guitar influences growing up? I mean, so who were some of the people that you heard playing guitar as a kid that you were like really wowed by?
I guess Paul Gilbert is probably my favorite guitar player. Always loved his stuff. And Yngwie Malmsteen and Steve Vai, Jason Becker, and Marty Friedman. Mostly those guys. That's what I studied, listened to when I was a kid.
What was the first show that you went to where you actually got to see a guitarist playing live?
Well, my first concert was in 2002. I saw Guns N' Roses on the Chinese Democracy Tour, and at that time Buckethead was on guitar, and I don't know, for a little kid that was pretty cool.
And what was your first guitar? The one that was thrown out?
I don't even know. I don't even know what kind of guitar it was. It had a built-in speaker in the guitar body, so it wasn't very good at all. But the guitar I got like right after that one, it was it was called the Slammer. It was like just a no-name brand, also.
So you come a long way, Joey. What guitars did you say you're playing now?
Jackson.
And why do you prefer this brand over the others?
I've always thought they were just so cool looking, and I when I was growing up, I always thought they were cool looking. And the guitar teacher that I had years ago was playing one in the lessons, and when I tried his guitar, it felt amazing, and they're just built incredible. They're all handmade, the USA custom ones, and it just feels good. That's what I like.
And what was the first band you were in, Joey?
Oh man, I guess like the first Liquid Jet band that I was in was like it was called Worlds Apart, and it was like it was just me and like a bunch of other kids from the neighborhood that were playing like we actually were playing like softer rock, like Journey and like I mean I guess some bands join him, and I think, and cover songs. And we didn't do really any originals, but we got together because of like the battle of the bands, and then just kept playing.
And so tell us a little bit now about, you're getting a little older, you're in some serious bands, so tell us a little bit about playing in Armageddon with Chris Amott's band, and how you got that gig, Joey.
Actually, I was just like always a fan of Chris, and like he like at that time I think never really came to the States because he lived in Sweden, and he just saw. He left Arch Enemy that year that I met him, and he moved to America with his wife, and then like when I was just looking online one day on Facebook, I saw that he was promoting that he was doing guitar lessons over Skype, and I didn't even actually know that he moved here, but like I think I just like I saw that he was offering Skype lessons. I thought I'd never meet the guy. I've always been a fan of him, and I was like, what the hell? We'll try do a little guitar lesson, and then when I met him online on the video, on the Skype, and he told me he'd moved to Pennsylvania with his wife, and I had my first just lesson with him, and like a month or two later, he just he actually like messaged me. He's like, hey, can I have your number? Let me call you real quick. He's just like, hey man, like I really liked your playing. Like, would you want to jam sometime? So then, then at that point, I went to his house and jammed with him. And he had moved to New York then, and he was like, yeah man, if you'd be into it, would you like to join Armageddon? And I was like, yeah. So like, it's just like I just had the one Skype lesson with him, and he was into what I was doing enough to like invite me along in, and I was so honored. I really just like, I think he's like kind of a hidden gem of guitar players right now. He needs to be heard. He's one of the best, I think, in the world.
And did you get to play some shows with them too?
Yeah, Armageddon. We played for like I think like 4 years straight of just shows, and put out 2 albums. The first one was called Captivity and Devourment, and then the next one was a remake of the first album called Crossing the Rubicon.
And what was it like going out and playing with them up there with the guy that it's just a crazy story, Joey. You liked his guitar playing, and then you Skyped him for a lesson. Did you really want a lesson, or did you just want to meet him, Joey?
It was a little of both. But like, I would go to the NAMM show a lot, and then I would see Michael Amott, and sometimes I would be like, "Hey, where's Chris? Oh, he doesn't really come out." Like, oh, okay. Thought I'd never meet him, and like when I saw that he was offering lessons, I just thought that I don't know, maybe I'd use this as a meet and greet. Maybe I learned some few things, but I know that I wouldn't regret it. So I took the plunge, and then that little decision changed my life.
Yeah, it worked out great for you.
Yeah.
And of course, we've had the Absence on the show a few times, but Joey, tell us about your involvement with them, and how the heck a Yankee joined up with them Florida boys.
With the Absence?
Yes.
So originally, I was just Facebook friends with Jeremy Kling, and I don't know if we ever even really interacted, but I just added him because I'm a fan of the Absence. I've been listening to the Absence since I was in high school. I was listening to it in class while the teacher would be talking on my iPod. Album Riders of the Plague, I thought it was great. And so I just added some of the band members on Facebook years ago. I don't even know if he even noticed me or whatever. But he out of the blue messaged me saying like one morning when I woke up, I was like, oh shit, Jeremy Kling. And then he's like, hey man, how are you? And just started talking and asked if I would be interested in coming down an audition. And I don't know if he heard me from Armageddon at that time, but like a week later or so, I was in Mexico with Armageddon, and Jeremy was teching for Arch Enemy on tour. And we actually met like through that, so he actually got to see me perform with Armageddon, and so we had the connection with the Arch Enemy Armageddon camp. And then it was like a week later after that, after Mexico, that I went to Florida and jammed with the band and auditioned, and we just vibed really well and hit it off. And I haven't looked back. That was like February of 2016.
Mm-hmm.
So next month I would be in the band 2 years already.
Nice.
Went by real fast. Yeah.
And now, Joey, you also have, your solo stuff as well. So tell us about that and what kind of compositions you have on it.
I've been always wanting to do a solo thing since I was like 16 or something. There's so many times where I came close to like releasing stuff as a solo record, but then it just turned into a band. But I just like had a burning passion to finally do it. I had to really find some time to do it, but everything would always just be put on the back burner because I'd be doing bands and other projects. But I think some of the oldest songs on my album out now are even from like 2009.
Wow.
When I was like 19 or something. So some of the songs are kind of old, but yeah, the album came out last year in February, and it's called Alignment. It's an all-instrumental album, and it's just like it's just kind of my heart and soul and everything that like I like, and but I'm actually writing a new album now, new solo album too, and I'm like 10 songs in, but still like half of the album has to get written, so I'm doing really well, and I have some special guests on
nice.
guitar for guest guitar solos that I've already performed that I'm really excited about. So I'll be announcing that soon.
Oh, good. At least with your... I was going to say, Joey, at least with your solo projects, you only have to answer to yourself. So,
oh, yeah, and I love that. That's important for me, so it's great, because I've done so many bands and stuff, but, like, it's something that I have my own creative freedom that, like, I had to make time for because it's just, like, it's just a need in my life.
Absolutely, and I was going to say, as a solo artist, too, it's like you said, it's your heart, your soul, and it's all 100% your music. You don't have to try to fit in with a certain song or anything like that. So when people hear you in these other bands, and then they hear you in a solo project, for me, it's a lot like a whole different animal, because you're just, it's different. I mean, of course, the style is still there, but you get to hear, the compositions you like and the structures that you like, that come through. And now we're looking forward to seeing who the hell these guests are you're going to have on there as well, Joey.
Yeah.
And now, also, Joey, I was going to say, you're from Connecticut. I'm from Connecticut. Jamie Jasta's from Connecticut. So tell us a little bit.
I didn't know you were from Connecticut.
Oh, yeah, I'm from Wallingford. I was born in New Haven. So, yeah, I'm from there. I don't live there right now, but yeah. So, tell us a little bit about playing in Jasta. Now, I know you guys just did a show at Toad's because John Arch was like, too bad you're not visiting your mom because we can all go check out Joey. But what was it like? What was it like playing with Jasta?
Oh, it's great. I love him. He's a really awesome, funny guy to hang out with, and he's really changed my life, and like that is me as a mentor too, because you know he's been in the business for like decades, and he's gone quite far, and he's always growing and persevering still. And yeah, I've been playing with him for like a year now too. Coming up on next month, but he's a great guy, and I really enjoy working with him. I got involved with that gig because of the drummer of Jasta. He's been recording me for like 8 years in a studio in Milford, Connecticut, and he's the drummer for Jasta, and he's just always been my friend, the drummer. So when the opportunity came, he just recommended me.
Oh, nice. And it always looks... Now, does Jasta play out a lot, or do they basically play in the Connecticut area?
We tour all over. The first tour that I did with them was pretty overwhelming but incredible. Like in March of last year was the Killthrax tour with Killswitch Engage and Anthrax and Devil Wears Prada. We opened that tour for the first half of it and across the states, and it was amazing. We actually did great. It was a lot of fun. And we did a bunch of Europe dates last year and festivals, and we have actually already just announced some European dates and festivals for this year. And he did a tour called the Jasta's European Vacation, and it's pretty funny. The tour flyer actually has the movie European Vacation. It's like the movie cover, and like Jasta's face is on every face. It looks amazing, but like it's really it's a lot of fun. It's a blast with him. It's different for him than Hatebreed, because he can like do whatever he wants, and like it's like his solo thing. So like he likes that. He's like, all right, guys, we're gonna be in a van. We're gonna go to the Eiffel Tower. We're gonna go to Italy. We're gonna just go sightseeing and like enjoy ourselves in a van and have some fun and not take it seriously.
That's nice.
Yeah.
That's nice for you. You get to see the world and have fun and play music. You're living the dream, Joey.
Always trying to. Yeah.
Now, the Absence just released a new album. Now, and we just talked about Jasta as well. So are there any other projects that you're working on that you could talk about?
There's something kind of secret that I'm working on that will be announced hopefully within the next few weeks. But I can't say anything. But if you're out there, just keep staying tuned. And yeah, I'm really proud of it. So yeah, keep staying tuned on that. But other than that, really, all I have lined up is the Absence new album comes out March 23rd on M Theory Audio. And now we're working with Johnny Zazula from Megaforce Records, and he's our manager. So things are going great with that. And the new Jasta European dates, some have been announced too. Actually, Summer Breeze in Germany, and the Bloodstock Festival in the UK. And there's going to be more to be announced, but those two they've talked about for now. Yeah, I'm hoping my solo album will get released sometimes in the next like 4 or 5 months or so. But I'm very excited for my next solo album. I think it's way better than my first one. It's just that first one was like, it's just kind of a stepping stone. But the next one's going to be chock full of guest guitarists, and the songs are a little shorter, and trim the fat a lot and try to make things a little bit more interesting, and also probably more lead work. There's a lot of riffing on my last album. I just thought I could give the metalheads something to hear with the riffs, and there was a good amount of lead work on my last album, so there's a lot of shred stuff for some. But this is a little change, but it's all in good fun.
And Joey, where could people go? I mean, do you have like a website or Facebook pages or anything like that people could keep up with you to see what the heck you're doing now? I mean, like you said, you're in a couple of different bands. You got all these projects going on that are all secret. When the secret comes out, we want to know what it is. So Joey, what are some of the sites people could go to check you out and follow you and see what's going on?
Well, my site is being worked on right now. It's just joeyconcepcion.net. It's not up and running yet, but it will be soon. And you can check out my Facebook for now. That's under facebook.com/Joey Concepcion Guitarist. And I have Instagram as well, and Twitter and all that stuff. So you could just look up Joey Concepcion for that stuff. And YouTube, I'm always posting YouTube videos as much as I can. I haven't in a while, but I'm going to get back on that. And, yeah, those are like the main social media things I use. I don't know, some of them are kind of weird, like I don't do Snapchat or anything too much. The real stuff, like, you know, Instagram is one I use a lot. It's kind of fun. There's a lot of nice things on there. Mm-hmm. But Facebook for now, for sure. And working on some new merch, actually, some T-shirts. I never thought I'd be doing a T-shirt for my solo stuff, but it kind of became a demand. People kept asking me, so I made one. So it'll be coming soon.
All right, and there you go. Joey Concepcion right now has the new album coming out soon, I believe in March, with The Absence. And as we talked about in the interview, you can also check him out with his other project as well as Jasta. He's going to be going out there. And Joey, thank you for taking the time to do this interview with us today here, and all the best to you and all your endeavors.
Thank you, Jet. I'll talk soon.